What is good, rookies? Welcome to our round 12 review. Before we jump into it, we are single digits away from hitting 1,000 subs. If you do watch myself and the others that feature on the channel pretty regularly, make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you give us a like. Almost at that 1K. We've been chasing it this year, and we're just single digits away. So make sure you go do that. But let's look at the details below and look at the horrible score that we got this week in a very solid 1660. How did we manage to get so low, you say? Just not planning at all, holding on to players that didn't do well, and ultimately having a buy round myself, being away for the weekend and not being able to adjust when subs were made, such as Cleary starting a sub. All that sort of stuff just didn't really work out this week, but it is one of those weeks where I was very happy to be distracted and away from Supercoach after checking in and just seeing how poorly the team was going. So we're going to just fly through this, guys, because we've got a lot of content to push this week. Already a day behind. In the defense, Zorko, what an absolute letdown. Gray scored more than him. Had Sheasel on the bye, and we held Sheasel. Sinclair was looking to get attention, but somehow managed to scrape through a 113, so very good. Holmes, he was doing really, really well. Had like 743 meters gained in the first half. Then spent 13 minutes on the pine in like the last quarter. So it's one of those what could have been scores, but I feel like he gassed himself out too early in that game. Roberts 91, just pretty much what we expect from him at this point. So it is what it is. In the midfield, Richard's obviously on the bye. We had Green with our VC of 115. Not the worst, not the best. We expected him to do a bit more. Dunkley, shockingly, just, I don't know what's going on. The time on ground's a bit of an issue. It's just a really hard game to cop all in one. Dacos, the debut. Now, if you saw, we were kind of looking at Rao. He ended up playing very, very well at that value of like 480 or roundabouts there. We decided to go Dacos when we learned that McGuinness was going to be sub. I'd rather finish the team with a Dacos than a Rao. It's just as simple as that. They both work better for my team bar-wise. So it's literally just a chop up there. Newcomb, really happy about looking to trade him out very soon. That's literally all I have to say. That is the only silver lining, is that he will move on at some point. I don't know why I chose him. I'm rethinking all my life choices. That's just literally where we're at. Levi Ashcroft, we've had a really good run with him, but I think it's time to go for him. Lindsay, I do believe we could probably hold on to him to the bye. Levi, you probably could as well. Like, Brisbane do have Adelaide, which it's probably not even... it's going to be a tricky one to see how many trade out Levi this week, because he's got a tough run of games for the next bit. But, let's have a look. Tougher opponents. Got a 90. 36 against Geelong last time they met. You just, do you risk it? Do we try to play the cash game or the green tick game? I'm not going to be struggling for buys from here on out, so I think we're going to move him on. But Boxall ended up playing. He scored a 40, I think, which, I mean, we take. It's just whether he has the time on ground to actually do something proper. Then, obviously, that's just it. Our rucks, we had Gorn as our captain. 110. So, I mean, like, it was just the weeks that we had no spike scores, really. Like, our highest score was as Bailey Smith, 129. We had Track, 88's okay, but Warner and Rankin going under 70s. Shocking. Cleary getting a 6. Day Weeks at least got us a 27. At least Johnson got us a 30, but Johnson's probably going to be gone for the next week or two. Just shocking. Absolutely shocking. So we're just going to move on. We're going to forget this week even happened. Early trades is probably looking a little bit like this, where it's Levi and Cleary out. Probably going to bring in Clark as the rook. And then we can pretty much get whoever we want off the bye. So we're getting someone off the bye. That's the main thing, is we're getting someone off the bye that we can afford. Now, who that might be, if we look at averages, so we could go Libba, could go Butters, could go Hewitt. Butters is going to come down. Hewitt is going to come down. We could go a Rosie, but he could also come down. Like, does he get the tag now? I go into a little bit of a... I don't have the best of runs. We've got Chera. Brips is one I'm looking at. But we can also... Yeah, look, from a midfield perspective, I think the only person I'm really planning to get is Cripps. I don't plan on waiting for Bont or making extra trades to get Bont out. I mean, we could. I want to keep Carroll. Who would we move? We might move Simpson down, maybe. And then who are we going to move across? I don't even know. We're going to bring, maybe we bring Johnson in here. Then we go break evens and there's like, we can go the MSD rookie. There's a few different things, but ultimately I don't think I'm going to spend up. I don't want to spend over a 600k for a player just yet. So it might just be the 2 trades for us this week, which is totally fine. But it just means that we can get someone pretty decent with the cash available. So, as we said, I'm liking the look at Cripper. Now, again, we could trade into someone on their buy, but I'm not really interested. I want someone that's gonna not miss any games now. So we could go Libba. Not really interested. We got Chera. I do like Cripps. He's cheap at 528. We could go like LDU at 507 or a Walsh, but I'm not sure. Walsh hasn't been it this year. Like 80s, he's still got the one ceiling, but just like, does he turn it around? Who really knows? Obviously, the Horny Man's going to come down a bit, but there's just really no one else in the mids. If we move it to the back line, though, the main 2 that we're looking at would be like a Dale and a Rosie. Now, who's got the higher average at the moment? It's Dale, and their run just looks really nice. Now, am I paying 552 for a Dale after we see him do this? Maybe. Maybe I grab a Crip. A little bit unsure. But for the moment, let's just say we do something like this. Because I like getting defenders in. And then we grab pretty much our Sheasel, move him into there. We grab Chera, move it in for Boxall. We can bring Dayweeks down into here. And then we can bring Dayweeks back up into here because I want Moraes on field. And then when we really look at rookies, we've got 1, 2, 3. So now we're down to 3. And we can pretty much do as we please. We can loop. Oh, we can't really loop, but we imagine probably Clark's going to have a better game than Carroll. So it just is what it is. But that's pretty much what we're looking at. Dayweeks again, Campo's not playing. And then I doubt we have a loop option here, to be honest. Not that we need it, but this one's an easy VC Sherry into go on to. But we'll get into all that stuff. Anyway, this is early trade thoughts. We're going far too long. It's an 8-minute video that should have been 5 minutes. But let me know how you guys did. You probably most definitely did better than me. As we said, we've gone back to the 8K point now. So again, we seem to be sitting around this point. Still top 5%, which compared to last season is worlds of difference. And for our second year, like, this is still good. This is progress. It's just whether it's, going to be the progress that we want. So let me know how you guys did. If you did make it this far, make sure you give the video a like and subscribe. Chasing that 1K, single digits away. Let me know if you end up being the 1K subscriber, because that'd be kind of cool. You can have that as a milestone, I suppose, along with me hitting 1K. So, yeah, that's literally it. I'm just rambling for no reason. I'll see you guys in the next one. There will be a trade video coming either Tuesday or Wednesday. This will hopefully be uploaded on Monday night. We'll see how we go. Yeah, so trade talk coming in Tuesday or Wednesday, and then after dark this weekend on the regular Saturday night. We'll see you guys then.